Hey guys, Chad Hoover, Kayak Bassin TV. Listen, traveling is no excuse to not be prepared to go fishing at your destination. And a lot of people use it as an excuse. Oh, well, I had to fly. So I'm going to turn it over to Jeff Little, since he's one of the guys that travels about as much as I do, but he has to fly more than anybody I know, to let him talk to you about being ready to fish when you're on the road, especially if you've got to fly to your destination.
I'm Jeff Little, sales manager for Torqeedo. And I've been working for Torqeedo for the last about year and a half. And one of the big changes in working this type of job, as opposed to a 9-to-5 close to home, is that I travel a lot. I would guess that I'm away from home probably 40% of the days of the year. So the fishing that I do now is more remote and opportunistic, and when I get a chance, and it is cool to fish in places like Florida here, or sometimes in Illinois or South Carolina. I traveled to a lot of different places, Southern California. I fish my local fisheries like the Susquehanna River and Tidal Potomac and reservoirs in Maryland a lot less than I used to, but I get to fish cool places like this. And in order to do that, you have to have, a certain kit that works for traveling. I do have some travel rods that break down into 4 pieces. I'll take the reels off and can put them in the suitcase. I actually have a duffel bag. This is something that I consider critical gear. This actually goes with me. It'll fold down. The Yak Attack leveraged landing net that goes in the duffel bag. I won't fish without it. The other things I bring, I always have the Boca grip, because you do come across some fish that have some teeth, so you want to make sure that you can handle those. Like yesterday, we were largemouth fishing here and got into a bowfin, so to be able to handle that fish is important. I always carry a good set of pliers. I have scent that I'll bring, and then I have this bag with a bunch of different things in there, but it's fairly, compared to bringing an entire black pack full of gear fishing, this is fairly compact. I bring leader material, a whole lot of different Z-Man soft plastics. I like the Z-Man because they're durable and they last. If you don't break off, you can fish all day with one bait. I will bring some wake baits or crank baits, but not a lot. And then I'll bring some chatterbaits and some of my own spinner baits that I make with Do It molds. But it's a fairly concise package of things. I missed 2 things in there. My grip pin hooks, and then I have somewhere down in there a little package of tungsten bullet weights in varying sizes. And really, most of what I fish when I travel is that soft plastic and tungsten bullet weight with a grip pin hook. Here, I have a good setup for flipping and pitching into this kind of shoreline cover, but I can also fish a swim bait, just like someone would throw a cast and retrieve, like a spinnerbait or crankbait. I can do a lot of, bottom bouncing, jig type fishing, but I can also do top water. There's, because the Elastec it floats real well. Some of these swim baits, I can use the grip pin hook and no tungsten weight, and I'll put a bead out in front of it and fish these kinds of swim baits over slop. So it's sort of like frog fishing in a way, because this, the soft plastic does float, and it's enough plastic that it will float a 3/0 or 4/0 hook. So everything I need is here, and you know, it's a good recipe for fishing, you know, places that I'm not used to fishing. And I got everything that I need with me except for the kayak. And I do bring the life jacket with me. It's pretty important that I have my nail clippers and I got the knife so that if I have to cut the anchor line, if I get in trouble, I can do that. But for the kayak, to be honest, I rely a lot on the Team Torquedo members. You know, I will network and say, you know, like earlier in January, I called up, or I got on the team page and I said, I'm going to be in Houston, who's taking me fishing? And Bobby Clark and Dwayne Taff, you know, obliged and took me to Sheldon Reservoir. We caught some nice fish. So, but yeah, it's good to have the, you know, pretty concise, you know, compact set of tools so that you can fish wherever, you know, when you travel.
All right, guys, so there you have it. That is Jeff Little's tips on how to stay ready to fish, even if you have to jump a plane to head to your next destination. And listen, it's something that you can do even if you're going to a business meeting, a family reunion, or something that's not fishing related, because you've got your stuff should the opportunity to go fishing present itself. So anyway, we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. As always, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. But if you've been here a while, and you don't have your notifications on, that is a no-no. Come on, turn on your notifications so that you know each and every time we release a new video. And we'll see you next time here at Kayak Bassin TV.